So, once again, welcome to Steven Splains, and today Steven is going to be splaining about what it means to be a man. And I'm not talking about being a man in the Mulan sense, in which you need to get down to business to defeat the Huns. I'm talking about masculinity. And not just masculinity, because masculinity has good and bad connotations. I'm talking about something that has, let's be honest, just bad connotations, which is hyper masculinity. Well, Stephen, what's that? That is masculinity to the nth degree. An emphasis on the nth because it means you're also hyper sexualized. So, for instance, we just had the CEO of Snapchat have some emails leaked from when he was in, get this, a fraternity. I know fraternities being placed in a bad light. Who knew? But what he was doing was he was talking about how he wanted women to be used for very demeaning purposes. I'm not going to go into details because this is a damn family show. But he made all these comments about women, basically treating them as sex objects. And that's what hypermasculinity does. It's a sense of, entitlement for people of the opposite gender, i.e., here's my awesome drawing of a woman. You can tell she's a woman because of the long hair. Either that or she's a samurai. I'm going to go woman. And here's a guy. And that woman's job is not to be her own person. That woman's job is not to be whoever God has created her to be. That woman's job is to have sex with you because you are the man, and being a man is awesome. Drink and shave because you're already terrific. Women, sort yourself out. But men are great. And if she's not wanting to just get on all that, as the kids say, they don't say that at all. But if she doesn't want to do that, that's her fault. And you've got to do whatever you want with your huge manliness to make her want that. And if not, you are insignificant and you are sad. If you are nice to people, you're not a man. If you're, if you're not constantly wanting to sexualize opposite gender, you're not a man. If you're not constantly trying to get it on like Donkey Kong, you're not a man. And so that's what hypermasculinity does. A lot of people get caught up in this and bad things happen because they say that, oh, why aren't people wanting to have their way with me? Because I guess I have to force myself on things. And, we've just had this whole hashtag stuff with not all men, because of course men automatically think, oh, if one person does it, then everyone's going to think it's everyone, so I got to go ahead and nip this in the bud. Here's the thing, men. It's not about you. You're in a position of privilege, whether you like it or not. The best thing you can do is to be an ally. Here's what you can do. Number one, don't. Don't treat women like objects. Don't think you deserve something from women just because you're a man. Don't treat women, or hell, don't treat men who aren't like you as anything less than who they are, which is a person, which is, we use this a lot of time at Sin Boldly, part of God's creation, created by God in the image of God. And number two, you can do listen to women when they speak up, and don't automatically poo-poo what they say because that's just their little feminine brains. Do be an ally for people. if you're in a position of privilege, you have a responsibility to help others, because you didn't earn anything by being in that position of privilege. Some people, yes, I personally have pulled myself up by my bootstraps, but it was much easier for me because I am a white male. I acknowledge that. You have certain privileges, and some people have certain privileges, but when you're in that position, do use it to your advantage to help the world, not just yourself. So don't be a butthole. Do be awesome. And also, number 3, stop. Stop making it about yourself. Stop thinking that, if someone has an opinion about someone, it's automatically going towards you, because it's not. Stop thinking you're God's gift to everyone, because you ain't. And that's the problem with hypermasculinity. It says that because you act this way, everything should revolve around you, and it really doesn't. So that's it. That's hypermasculinity in a nutshell. Just don't be a butthole. That's what I'm trying to say. Have a good night.